All right, ladies, in today's podcast, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects. All right? Stop playing small and do you. Okay? And the reason why I wanted to cover this topic is because with the inception of my one on one coaching program, Coaching for Confidence, I noticed a really somewhat disturbing pattern that came with the ladies who were interested in doing the program but were not ready to or not ready or not willing to make that next step, that commitment, and be a part of the program. And I also noticed another pattern very similar with the ladies who chose to go ahead with the program and got to a certain point in their journeys. And it all had to do with the point where they had started loving themselves, but they were afraid to take it to the very next step. All right. So what I noticed in both situations, ladies were preparing to sell themselves short, or they were comfortable, let me use a different word, they were comfortable with selling themselves short because they were afraid. Ultimately, that's what it came down to in the conclusion that I've come to. Okay, they were afraid of failing, and they were afraid of truly loving themselves. And if you were one of those ladies that sent me a message and didn't go through with it, you might be thinking, oh my God, why does she think so much into these things? And the reason I go so deeply into the things that you say or how you reach out to me is because I really care. Deep down inside, I want to know why you were afraid to make that leap of faith and try to better yourself. And that's something that I have a hard time wrapping my mind around. Like, why wouldn't someone want to be the most authentic, confident, and just wonderful version of themselves? Why wouldn't you want your light to shine? Okay? And it's hard for me to wrap my mind around that because, let me tell you, I'm allowing my light to shine and I'll never go back. I can't have it any other way because I know how wonderful it is to be authentic, to be confident, to step into my power and show up each and every day giving my all. That is the whole point of my program, and that's why I want to figure out why ladies are afraid to take that next leap of faith, okay? Now, the difference between these two groups of ladies, the ones that have decided to commit and get to a certain, I'll say, like, maybe blockage in their path, and then the ladies who don't even make that commitment in the first place. A lot of these ladies, let me back up a little bit. A lot of these ladies that didn't commit in the first place, they said, oh, well, maybe not this time around. The timing's not right for me, but next week, next month, next time you do it, of course I'll be a part of it. All right? Those types of people. And then there's the flat out people who just ghost you. You tell them like, oh, I would love to support your journey. Let me know what I can do for you, blah, blah, blah. And then you just never hear from them again. You try to reach out again, and it's just total ghost. And I'm not the type of person that's going to keep, checking up on you every 3 weeks and being like, hey, are you interested now? No, I don't want to disturb you. I don't want to be annoying like that. I get the picture. You're not interested. I'm going to move on with my life. But that's what really gets, these are the types of things that keep me up at night. Like, why? Why did you ghost me? Why don't you want to be a part of this? Why wouldn't you want to better your life? So, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that people are shocked that I responded in the way that I did in the first place, that I'm trying to be so helpful and supportive towards your journey. I don't really know what it is. And if you're one of those ladies listening, I would love to know why you couldn't commit in the first place, all right? So, I want to say a word to these ladies specifically, all right? Stop selling yourself short, okay? This is not fear. This is not financial fear, which a lot of people do say, oh, I don't have the money for that right now. It has nothing to do with financial fear. You're selling yourself short for whatever reason. You have some sort of blockage within you that is preventing you from wanting to take that extra step. Not even wanting, but from being able to take that next step from bettering your life. And this is hard to accept for a lot of people that, oh, no way, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing blocking me. No, there is something blocking you, and that's the reason why you haven't taken that next step. You have some fear of commitment or whatever it may be, and you're afraid to take that next step. So, sorry. Some people can't handle the truth, but All I do is speak truth. All right? And I want to tell these same ladies, love yourself enough to take that next step. Take that leap of faith, okay? And learn to build confidence. Learn to love who you truly are and live authentically. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And it is. It's so fucking wonderful. Why wouldn't you want to be there, okay? Because quite honestly, whether your ultimate goal is to lose weight, or your goal is to start your own business, or you want to leave your abusive relationship, or just not even abusive, just shitty relationship, even if it's a friend, family member, boyfriend, whatever, or you're ready to run that marathon, it all comes down to one thing, babes, all right? All of these things have a commonality, all right? It starts with the correct mindset, all right? And if you are not in that correct mindset, if your head is not in the game, it's not going to happen, all right? It's not going to happen. You're going to sell yourself short. Nothing is going to change. 1 year from now, you're going to be in the same place. 5 years from now, same exact place. And this is scary to think about. 10, 20 years from now, you're going to be in the same fucking place. Stuck. You're going to feel stuck because you decided not to take that leap of faith and you decided not to try and better your life. All right? And let me tell you something. I've heard a lot of excuses from ladies as well, right? And I'm not putting this video out there to criticize. Or, we're all on a different point in our journey. Some of us are just simply not ready to take this leap of faith, and that's totally fine. I respect your journey. I respect where you're at. Other ladies just have flat-out excuses that prevent them from bettering their lives, all right? One of the most common ones that I get is, well, I have this really comfortable job that prevents me from leaving it and pursuing what I really love. Y'all, I think that's bullshit. You heard me. I think that's flat out bullshit. Oh, I've been doing this the past 7 years of my life. I'm too far invested. It's too late for me to take the leap of faith and do what I love. That is utter horse shit right there. Let me tell you why. I work with seniors, y'all. People who are 80, 90, 100 years old, who have never exercised a day in their lives, who have made the decision, the choice, to start exercising to better their lives. And you're telling me at 27, 28, 29 years old that it's too late for you to jump on the horse and try to pursue what you love? That's the worst excuse that I've ever heard. Again, like I said, some people can't handle the truth, but I'm just speaking truth, you guys. You can handle these things. You can make that leap of faith. You can better your life if you decide to shift that terrible mindset that you have, that shitty mindset that, oh, I'll never be able to do it. I can't do it. I'm too old. I'm too invested. I'm too this. I'm too that. I don't want to, first and foremost, maybe we weren't supposed to work with one another because I can't deal with that attitude. But maybe not so, it's not so much that. Maybe you're comfortable living with your excuses. It could possibly just be that, but something that really scares me is that one day you're going to wake up regretting that you didn't do it. That's something that scares the shit out of me each and every day of my life. That's why I haven't given up on my dreams and I'm still going for them so hard. Because it scares me a lot more to think that I'm not going to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish with my life. That scares me a lot more than not even trying. That scares me a lot more than staying stuck exactly where I am and just being comfortable with and accepting where I'm at. So let's just take a moment to let that sink in. You're going to regret more 10 years from now that you didn't even try than you are from staying very comfortable exactly where you were. Because let me tell you how many people have told me, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I haven't moved anywhere in my life. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything and all my friends are doing everything and blah, blah, blah. Well, of course. You haven't changed anything. You haven't decided to make a leap of faith and just go for it. Of course not. Of course nothing's changed. And quite frankly, I don't feel sorry for you. You're making the deliberate choice to stay the same by not even trying. And that's why I love this program that I've created, because we're going to get rid of the doubt, those self-limiting the beliefs of I can't, and it's to this, and it's to that, you know? You shine so much brighter than fear and your self-limiting beliefs and your excuses. You are so much better and higher than that. It's unbelievable. You don't even know the type of power you have within you until you access it through the tools that I offer you with this program. And on top of that, I make sure you stay on top of these things because I am here to hold you accountable. That's what's so powerful. People say, oh, well, coaching, that's a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. But y'all, when you have someone that calls you on a weekly basis and says, so, how are you doing with this? You better believe that you're going to accomplish some things, that you're going to start to make that change, and it's going to be the catalyst for everything that you've been wanting to do for the rest of your life. And I didn't realize this until I started working with my own coach. And when that deadline would approach, I'd be like, holy moly, I need to get some work done. And I would work my ass off. And let me tell you, this is working a job. Multiple jobs. Anyone who knows me knows that I have worked multiple jobs since I started working when I was 16 years old, okay? This is working multiple jobs and trying to pursue my dreams at the same time. And that's why I said kind of earlier, it's utter bullshit to say that you're so far invested in another job that you can't pursue your dreams. No, you're not prioritizing your time correctly and creating excuses of why you can't do these things, all right? Of course you can pursue your dreams. Of course, you just have to be willing to sacrifice certain things in order to get there. Sacrifice your time. Choosing to work versus play all the time. Choosing to stay in and work at your goals versus going out and partying all the time. Those are my deliberate choices. It also comes down to people always asking me, this is separate, but still, same subject of living my most authentic life. I travel a lot. People are always asking me, how are you able to travel so much? Blah, blah, blah. It comes back to the same thing. I'm disciplined when it comes to my money. Instead of going out and partying every weekend, I save my money. I choose to save my money, put it towards trips, and go see the world and experience and live. Because that's what sets my soul on fire, and that's what makes me happy. Okay, and let's get back to the coaching and the self-limiting beliefs and everything else in the world. Guys, if I've realized anything and why I do what I do, I guess the chase and the pursuit for me is not so much financially based. Look, I would be a freaking medical doctor right now if money was my total, I guess, pursuit in life. If that's what really drove me. If I was money driven, I would be an MD right now. All right? I'm smart. I'm capable. I love medicine. However, that's not what I was put on this earth to do. I was put on this earth to help women thrive, doing what they love, while I do the same. I lead by example. I show you that you can thrive, that you can make it financially, that you can be happy doing what you love. That's what I fucking live for. That's why I was put on this planet. That's why I'm not giving up on that, because when you win, I win. I'm winning. That is what I live for. When my ladies, I hate the word clients, and that's what I use sometimes, but let me use a different word because that doesn't resonate with me so much. The babes that I get to work with, which if you're listening to this, I love each and every one of you. You keep me going. I love you all. So grateful for all of you for wanting me to be the one that supports your journey. These babes keep me going. Every time they call me and they say, Kaila, holy shit, this happened, or send me a message and they're like, oh my gosh, look at all the abundance that's showing up in my life. They're using the tools that I've provided them, and because I keep them accountable on a weekly basis, they're following through. And what may appear as a miracle in their eyes of what's going on, it's not really a miracle, guys, at all. You're accessing your power, you're putting the effort in, and you're going for it versus sitting around expecting things to come to you. These ladies, oh my God, I'm so proud of each and every one of you if you're listening. They're putting the work in and they're getting the results. All of them have different goals too, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. They all have very unique goals. All of them are conquering them. One step at a time, they're conquering them, killing it. And oof, I just got goosebumps. It's amazing to me that I'm using my power to empower other women. It's so fucking beautiful. Straight up, guys. And like I said, I do what I do not for the pursuit of status, for fortune, or for fame. I do this because this is what I was put on this earth to do. Okay? We all deserve to shine. We all have purpose. We all have desires, okay? We all deserve to be loved. And it's my mission to show other ladies how to shine. Because once you learn the magic behind living your best life, you'll never go back. You can't. You simply cannot, because you realize that you deserve nothing but the best because you are worthy. Once you learn to love yourself, you learn about your self-worth. You learn about accessing your inner power and your magic, and you realize that you are worthy of everything that your heart desires. Like, that's some powerful stuff, guys. The only thing that stands between you and the life that you wish you had is you. It's you. Reprogramming your mindset and self-limiting beliefs is a constant work in progress, okay? I'm not going to lie and tell you that it's some magic pill that you take and everything's good and dandy and beautiful. But guys, I have the tools that you're seeking. And I want to pull you out of the muck. And I want to pull you out of your comfort zone. Okay? And allow you to thrive, living the life that you want to. And even when you find yourself reverting back to your comfort zone, I want to be there to pull you out, reel you back in, and tell you, hell no. We've come way too fucking far. We're going to keep moving forward, and you're going to keep loving yourself. Every single lady that I've worked with in the previous Coaching for Confidence program reached that point in her journey when she got that blockage, that, I don't think I can move forward from here. I'm loving myself too much. This is scary. This is uncertain. And they had this moment of self-doubt. The fear arose from the fire. Okay? And learning to love yourself, it makes you question your worthiness. It's kind of crazy. It sounds a little bit backwards, but once you learn how to love yourself and the feelings it brings and sensations that it brings and the worthiness that it brings to you, you start to question it. Oh, am I really worthy of this? I've never felt this way before, especially if you've been raised in an environment where self-love was not in the picture. Maybe you were raised in a home where there wasn't a lot of love, or you work in an environment where self-love is not, it's just not there, or you've only been in relationships that have been abusive, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. And that love for yourself has just not been there. It's hard when you reach that point where you love yourself and you have to accept it. We all have been there. But, that's where I come in as your coach, and I remind you that you are at the ultimate crossroad in your journey. The ultimate. Like, this is it, guys. You can choose from here. This is where you either stay comfortable, revert back to your self-limiting beliefs, revert back to the excuses, revert back to the bullshit you were telling yourself before, those negative thought patterns, or you can choose to move forward, continue to love yourself, and live your best life. So it's up to you. You can choose to live a mediocre life, or you can choose to live your best life, okay? So for me, you're choosing to be fulfilled and happy, and you're saying, fuck you, fear. Pardon my language, but it's true. You're telling fear to take a step back, and you're stepping into your power instead. And you're saying, quiet down. I'm here now. I'm taking back my power. And it's a beautiful thing because you've been working so hard at it through this program, and you deserve nothing but the best, but to move forward, to tell fear that it can step aside and that you're ready to shine. Okay, and my desire is that you choose the latter, that you choose to say, bye-bye fear, Kaila here, or whatever your name is. I'm here, bye-bye. Because although you may see yourself as small right now, your very existence is a miracle within itself. You are miraculous. You are so much better than the game that you're playing right now. You were destined for greatness, and you deserve nothing but top notch. And I'll show you how to love yourself so much that you'll refuse to settle for anything less than that. And you'll refuse to settle for anything less than what you're worth, because you're gold. You are gold. And you know what? Forget that. You're not gold, you're platinum, baby. Even better than that. Remember always that a bright light does not dim itself because someone can't handle its brilliance. So shine. Shine as bright as you possibly can, babe. And anyone who tries to dim your light doesn't belong and didn't belong in your life in the first place. Thank you, ladies, so much for listening to podcast number 2. Coaching for Confidence starts up on April 15th. And if this is something that you want to be a part of, I am here to support you through and through for this 6-week one-on-one coaching program. I work with you with your individual goals so that you can learn to access this shine, that you can be authentic, step into your greatness, and access that power within you, even in times of doubt and fear. I'm here to help you and support you so we can push this fear, push this doubt aside, and you can live your most authentic journey possible, okay? This time around, I'm only taking on 6 ladies, and 2 spots are already taken. So my programs always fill up. So if this is something that you've been thinking about and you've kind of been pushing off to the side, your time is now. There's no other time but the present. Tell your excuses to take a hike. Tell your fear to take a hike. Tell all your self-limiting beliefs to take a hike, so that you can access your power and that you can be the most authentic, confident version of yourself. All right, send me a message on social media at Namaste K if you want to be a part of this, or you can send me an email at namastekyoga@gmail.com. And that way I can give you all the details of this personalized, transformational journey. All right, until next week, thanks for listening to the Boss Babe Mindset. Namaste. Okay.